Hi, I'm Teacher Penina. Welcome to our today's lesson. We are going to learn something in English. In which group does your name belong to in English? Yes, my name belongs to a certain group of words. And I believe your name belongs to a certain group too. In English language, each and every word belongs to a certain group or class. The classes in English language or groups is what is called part of speech, or rather parts of speech. Have you ever heard of the word or phrase part of speech? Yes. In English language, the parts of speech are very, very important because they will enable you to build your language step by step. If you construct a sentence, for example, she is sleeping. The sentence comprises of different words. She is sleeping. Those are 3 words in one sentence. And each of those words belong to a certain part of speech. So, today we are going to learn parts of speech. There are several parts of speech, but we are going to look at the 8 main parts of speech. Do you know the 8 parts of speech? The 8 parts of speech are very, very important. And the first part of speech that we are going to look at are the nouns. What is a noun? A noun is a word that gives a name to a person, a thing, or idea. Or rather, let us make it simple. It's a naming word. If you look around you, you will see different things. And remember, the things you see around you have names. Each and every item that you'll see when you look around has a name. So, they are nouns. The names are the nouns. For example, if you look around, you can see several things. Like in my situation, I can see a pen. Pen is a noun. Book is a noun. Table is a noun. And there are many other things. So a naming word is a noun. Naming word is a noun. It is very, very simple. Anything, the moment you mention anything, cat, curtain, cup, plate, they all have names. Those are nouns. Simple. Then we are moving to number 2, which are verbs. What is a verb? Verbs are doing words. Or let me say, it's a word that names an action. It's a word that names an action. Everything you do, any action, for example, right now I'm speaking. Speaking is a verb. I am sure you are listening. Listening is a verb. You might be sitting. Sitting is a verb. All those actions are verbs. So, it is very, very simple. The moment you know that it is an action word, standing, dancing, shaking, all those are verbs. Then, our part of speech, number 3 will be pronouns. What is a pronoun? Sometimes when we are writing, like in composition writing or any other writing, you might find yourself mentioning one item several times. If you are talking about your car, my car is new. My car was imported. My car got a puncture. Instead of repeating your car several times, there are some other words that you might use in English, and those words are the ones known as pronouns. For example, instead of repeating your car, you might talk about it got a puncture. It is a new car. The word it is a pronoun, as simple as that. Instead of talking about Jane went to the river. Jane picked a pineapple. Instead of mentioning Jane several times, you might use the word she. She is a pronoun. On to our fourth part of speech is an adjective. An adjective. Adjectives are the simplest to use. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes a noun. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. For example, the top here. You can use a certain word to describe it. It is a red top. Red is an adjective. It is a big animal. The word big is an adjective. The dog is old. It is an old dog. The word old is an adjective. So any word that is used to describe something. It is a metallic spoon. The word metallic is an adjective. So adjectives are simply describing words. You look at something and you tell us how it looks like. That is an adjective. You look at a person and describe that person. You are using an adjective. So, in our daily lives, we use a lot of adjectives without us knowing. You might know or you might not know that you are using an adjective. Or you might use the word not knowing that they are adjectives or parts of speech. Then we are moving to a certain group of words known as conjunctions. Conjunctions. From the word conjunctions, what do you think they are? Conjunctions. Conjunctions are joining words. They are used to join word to word, or rather a group of words to a group of words. For example, you can say, Mary and Peter went to the market. You are using the word Mary or the name Mary and you are going to join it to the word Peter using and. So and is the conjunction. The cat and the dog are outside. And is still a conjunction. There are several conjunctions and we'll come to learn about them in our next lesson. Then the next word here is an adverb. What is an adverb? An adverb is a word that describes a verb from the name adverb. Adverb. It tells us more about a verb. And remember, do you remember what verbs are? Do you remember what verbs are? Verbs are doing words. So an adverb describes a verb. For example, she speaks slowly. She speaks loudly. The word loudly describes how I speak or how she speaks. That is an adverb. She ran fast. How did she run? She ran fast. Fast is an adverb. So, Adverbs tells us more about a verb. Then the next one, we are going to talk about preposition. From the name, preposition. Preposition. What do you think it tells us about, or which kind of words do you think are prepositions? The cat is under the table. Preposition. The word under shows the position of the cat. So, prepositions are words that shows location, position, time, or direction. It shows location, direction, time, or position of something. Those are prepositions. She jumped into the swimming pool. The word into is a preposition. Under, on, in, besides. Beside is a preposition. So, prepositions are words that shows direction, position, time. They are very, very important in our English language. And then the last one, and the most interesting part of speech that I'm going to talk about today, is the interjection. What is an interjection? An interjection is a simple term or simple part of speech. It shows our emotions, how you feel. Surprise. When you are surprised, you'll use interjections. You are going to use it when you are showing emphasis. For example, when something is good, you'll say, wow. The word wow, and then you end with an exclamation mark, is an interjection. When somebody pinches you, or when you step on a hot nail, how will you react? Sometimes you'll find yourself shouting or mentioning some things, but you might say, ouch, ouch. It shows pain. Ouch. That is an interjection. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for taking your time to learn. Enjoy learning, continue learning English and enjoy. We'll come back with many more lessons, so kindly subscribe and support our channel. See you in the next lesson.